Now let's begin with the top stories making the rounds on the show, beginning with the fuel subsidy. And of course, the story is that barring any last-minute changes, and the federal government will begin payment of the planned increase in civil servants' pay by the end of this month, April. President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to give his final assent for disbursement any moment from now, and if the proposal sails through, it means the increase will be coming about 2 months to the June date proposed for the removal of petrol subsidy. The Director of Press and Public Relations, Ministry of Labor and Employment, Olajide Oshundu, revealed that the federal government might begin payment of the 40% pay rise by the end of April this year, adding that the 3 months arrears of January, February, and March would be paid at a later date. Oshundu, however, could not confirm if the proposal by the government committee saddled with the task had been finally approved by the president. And the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says Nigeria's headline inflation rate increased to 22.04% on a year-on-year basis in March 2023. This is according to the National Bureau of Statistics Consumer Price Index, an inflation report for March 2023 released in Abuja on Monday. According to the report, the figure is 0.13% points higher compared to the 21.91% recorded in February 2023. It said on a year-on-year basis, the headline inflation rate in March 2023 was 6.13% higher than the rate recorded in March 2022 at 15.92%, and that's the report. Also, President Muhammadu Buhari said the federal government under his watch made over 203 billion naira from the sale of petroleum prospecting licenses to 161 firms in its last marginal field bid round. President Buhari stated this when he spoke at the opening ceremony of the 6th edition of the Nigeria International Energy Summit at the State House, Abuja. According to him, the federal government implemented marginal field bid round and saw to the conclusion of the process, which resulted in the award of petroleum prospecting licenses to 161 successful firms, with the government raking in about 200 billion naira, as well as $7 million from the process. Marginal fields are smaller oil wells situated onshore or in shallow water bodies and are usually developed by local companies. And the federal government has spent $247.9 million servicing railway debts in the last 2 years, while making only 11.6 billion naira from railway services during the period. According to data from Nigeria's External Debt Service Payment Report by the Debt Management Office, Nigeria spent $122.9 million servicing debts incurred for the Nigeria Railway Modernization Project, Idu-Kaduna section, the Nigeria Railway Modernization Project, Lagos-Ibadan section, and the Nigeria Abuja Light Rail Project in 2021. By 2022, the government spent $125.06 million servicing debts incurred for the Nigeria Railway Modernization Project, Idu-Kaduna section, Nigeria Railway Modernization Project, Lagos-Ibadan section, Nigeria Abuja Light Rail Project, and Nigerian supply of rolling stocks and depot equipment for the Abuja Light Rail Project. We'll take a break. We will be back to dissect the stories with Charles Fakroha. Stay with us.